Well, this is some dressing room of absolute legends, past and present. And this man is a man who was at the centre of one of the biggest transfer stories of the summer, but ultimately which resulted in nothing taking place. Frenkie de Jong remains at Barcelona. Current sporting director at the camp now is Jordi Cruyff. And we caught up with Jordi to ask him not only about his father and Johan Cruyff, the coach, but also about the situation with Frenkie de Jong and ultimately what made him stay with Barcelona. There was one transfer that didn't happen, which was an area of keen focus throughout the summer, and that was Frenkie de Jong staying at Barcelona, not moving to Manchester United. So I wonder what your role is as sporting director in that sort of scenario. Was it his decision? Was it partly your decision? How does that work? Give us a little sense of those kind of conversations.
Well, to make a transfer, it always takes three. You know, it's the player who has the right to decide, obviously. And then you have two clubs who need to agree. And when something doesn't happen, then one of the three, or two of the three, or sometimes three of the three, it didn't gel together. So for us, that's, you know, we move on. And as we've seen, I mean, last week he was a starter, last few games in the Spanish League starter. So, you know, life goes on. That's it. I think we have an excellent squad, which is very balanced. So in that aspect, all the time we said we hope we can give the coach, the manager in England, of course, but in Spain we say coach. But we want to give the coach a positive headache, that he has too much to choose from and not too little to choose from. And I think in that aspect, our transfer period has maybe not been perfect, but it's been very good. And if we look at the squad, and especially if we look at how the fans are replying, like how they are reacting in smaller games that we have full houses, like 80,000, 85, 90,000. I mean, it shows that people are connected again with the club. You know, we've had some difficult years, but the belief is back. The players that came have accepted. They wanted to play for Barcelona. I mean, they had probably some better offers here and there, but something inside them, they believed in this project. And for us, we're proud of that. But I think the most important thing is to see the fans and the team being one again, you know, and I think that makes us the most proud of everything.
Do you get that sense of excitement, Jordi, when you look at, you know, this season and what's ahead? And
in a way, yes. What I like the most is to know that, you know, that magnet that Barcelona still has, that when you call a player, they, you know, in the end they might say no, or the negotiation might not work out, or whatever. But the initial is always the eyes. You feel they're proud to receive that phone call, and I think that's just an amazing part. And of course, it happens because you work in that role, and you know sometimes you have to make the phone call, or sometimes the coach will do it, sometimes Matteo will do it. But I mean, you know, it's nice to see that the club still has that magnet, that power, and that's beautiful to see. It makes life a little bit easier sometimes. Like the convincing part, you don't have to spend so much time convincing because you feel that
they're already
your desire,
to the approach.
They also have the same desire, so that makes life a bit easier sometimes. But in the end, it's a huge pressure, of course. Barcelona always has the pressure to win, to play well. I mean, it's a very special club with a lot of extras, you know, to play bad and win. Yeah, one game, but not more than that. They will not be happy. So you can never really stand still. Like, there's not a moment you can say, okay, let's relax and enjoy. No, you're already thinking about the next market and the next one, and to balance. And you know, there's a young player here. Let's not stop his kind of growth. So let's be careful who we bring for these years, that it's not too long, because then his growth is stopped. So you're all the time just thinking about how to combine in the best way. And the good thing is that you know, the structure at the moment is quite good. I mean, there's a clear triangle with three people. I'm one of them, and the coach is another, and there's another one. And I think the three of us, we have clear talks. When we don't agree, we can talk about it and try to find a common language. And when we do that, we go all the way.